Today I'm speaking once again on what does it look like to be healed of homosexual confusion. Your love for Jesus will now be born out of an abiding intimacy with Him. And that is now your strongest inner resource for deciding to turn to God to be set free. Often in the early stages of the Christian life, we haven't yet learned what love is and how to truly love another. We still see love in worldly terms, as an emotion, a feeling, and very much conditioned upon the object of our love remaining lovely to us. Thus, our love for God has not yet matured into the real thing, that which is sacrificial, unconditional, and self-giving. Love, rightly formed, must become the single motivating factor for obedience. Any other motive is religion, and it is death. The person who is healed has developed a deep and abiding love relationship with God, one that compels him or her to holy pursuits. The Bible teaches that the love of Christ is what compels us. For the healthy Christian, when temptation comes, the central reason for turning away is that the thought of hurting the Lord they love is too grievous to consider. During moments of intimacy with them, God has succeeded in writing His law on their heart. In other words, the desire to be obedient, to be holy, has become their natural desire, replacing the previously natural desire to rebel. Grace is what produces this result and this fruit in our lives. Titus chapter 2, starting with verse 11, tells us clearly that it is the grace of God that teaches us to say no to ungodliness and to live upright and godly lives in this present age. In other words, it is in being forgiven again and again and again that we finally acquire the desire to be faithful to the Lord. Therein lies the value in seeing how dark is our heart and how fallen is our nature. It drives us to the grace of God. When God's grace continues in the face of the reality of our dark hearts, that rebellion in our heart becomes conquered by God's love. And we become persuaded that God has nothing but good in mind for us. He's not out to get us. He loves us. And we go from obeying Him because we're supposed to obeying Him because we want to. And beloved, that makes all the difference in the world to Him.